Well, if you missed out a little bit earlier, Grant van Zyl and Katlego are talking about finances and in particular how to invest that 13th check.
So investment strategies is what we're talking about today, active investment strategies versus passive investment strategies. Grant told us a little bit about each of them and what is the essential difference and the thinking behind each of them. So which one is the best? Is there such a question even, or can you answer a question like that?
Yeah, I think it really boils down to personal preference. I mean, it's like me asking what's a better color, blue or red, you know? So,
always blue.
in your case, blue looks good on you. So I would say that it really, if I was looking at investing in one of those, I would try to understand both of them, the rationales behind both of them, which we've just spoken about, and see which one actually suits your personality type a little bit more. So there's no right or wrong, it's a matter of which one do you feel is more beneficial for you.
Okay, but let's talk about the advantages then and the disadvantages of both the active and the passive investment strategies.
Okay, so I think the advantages on the active managed side is that there is human interaction. So you've got highly skilled individuals that are operating in a team so they can make really well-informed decisions. On the other side of the things, the disadvantage of that is that they can also make errors. So if they make errors, they can underperform, you know. The other disadvantage of actively managed, because there's so much human interaction, is it could be a little bit more costly than a passively managed strategy.
Costly in the sense of?
So it costs a little bit more. So from there's a higher asset management fee when it comes to managing those. Then on the upside, again, on the actively managed side, we're jumping all over the show, but I'm just thinking of it as it comes to my head, is that the managers can also outperform the market. So not necessarily underperform the market, they can outperform the market by diversifying their investment strategy according to whatever the economy is doing at any given time.
Yeah, on the active side is one of the disadvantages perhaps also, and I'm not quite sure if I'm right here, but the threshold at which you enter that kind of investment strategy is quite high.
Yeah.
Your net worth as an individual has to be quite high in order to enter into one of those, or is that not necessarily
No, that's not necessarily true, no. How that does apply is more to the passive side, because this is where a lot of people make mistakes, is when the news is good, people want to start investing. But most of the time when the news is on the channel, on TV, then it's a bit too late. So on the passive side, that's where a lot of people make their mistakes, is they're entering at high levels and then possibly the market could dip off. But when it comes to the advantage of the passive, because there's very little human interaction, it's cheaper. It doesn't cost as much as the active managed side. However, the disadvantage is it's limited. So you are tracking an index. You cannot have any control over the outcome of what's going to happen in that specific thing. I think the other disadvantage that's just come to my head quickly in South Africa is the passive managed investment side is not as premier as the rest of the world. So there is a little bit more work, and then we need more options to get a good premier proposition for clients that want to invest, you know.
Okay, well, great advice, and we're going to carry on just tapping into your wealth of knowledge there, if you will, because we want to find out exactly what kind of individual would be suited to what kind of investment strategy. So stick around for that shortly.